Taran, this is probably the most aggressive defense front to back that you guys are going to face this year. What's the preparation look like, knowing that they're going to throw a lot at you and from a lot of different angles?
Yeah, I think it starts today with our workers on scout team giving us a good look. But they're a great team. They're hardworking. It's two blue collar teams. Going at it this weekend, and can't see what happens.
How does playing in Arrowhead help you in a game like this, where it's supposedly pretty noisy there, and you might have to do the silent cadence?
Yeah, we've been in an environment like this before, so I think it gives us a lot of confidence to go out here and practice the silent count today and tomorrow, and get used to getting back into it again. But then also it's going to be a great atmosphere, and I can't wait for it. I think we're excited. We're ready to play.
Kind of going off that, how much do you think your chemistry and communication has grown since that week one game?
I think it's grown a tremendous amount. During that week one game, we're still making technique issues, but we got a lot of that cleaned up so far. Obviously, still a lot to improve on, especially just the O-line, but just trying to improve every day.
Taran, fifth team in Big 12 history for 7 straight games of 2 passing touchdowns plus 1 or fewer sacks. What does that say about this offensive line, the job Nick Cardwell's doing, and then as well as the consistency from Brendan behind you guys?
Yeah, I think it starts from Cardwell, and then just passes down to Gavin, and then the rest of the guys. We really look up to Gavin in the line room. He's been here for 6 years, so he knows the way around the defenses, and played these guys before, and Cardwell does a great job getting us prepared, putting together a great run game plan, and I think we're really confident going into this game with our plan already.
Taran, you're blocking for a quarterback that Bearcats fans on Twitter are vouching to be a Heisman Trophy candidate. From your perspective, how much command does Brendan have of not just the offensive line, but the entire locker room right now?
I think he's a tremendous leader, and he's really taken hold of what it means to be a leader, and really just caring for the guys. Takes us out to Jeff Ruby's after wins, and does a lot of things for the O-line and for the wide receivers, running backs. He takes care of us all. So just see how he's grown from when I came in January till now, it's really awesome.
Gavin was mic'd up for the game. In the huddle, he said, "Play for Jeremiah." Have you guys really taken on that, playing for him this season?
Yes. I think this season for everybody is played for him. I've mentioned before that he was an incredible kid, always had a smile on his face, was always hardworking. He was one of the first freshmen to get their black shirts, and he got it right before he passed, and it's honestly quite sad to see him go. But to play for him and to dedicate this season for him, I think it brings a lot of, I don't want to say like motivation, but we just want to make him proud and make his family proud of the Cincinnati Bearcats.
You guys have been one of the fastest starting teams in the country this season. How important is that Saturday in front of a hostile crowd, really aggressive team? Like, they're going to want to do to you what they did to Colorado, which is overwhelm them early, and you guys have been great at starting quick.
Yeah, I think one of the things you say is start fast, finish strong. So starting fast is definitely the top priority in this game. We gotta create a lead fast, and they're a great team on offense, they're a great team on defense. It's going to be a tough game, so we gotta get that fast start.
I think they had about 7 sacks, so they might have a little attitude about them. People, normally when you see trash talk on TV, it's usually receivers and DBs and all that. I can't imagine you guys being silent in the trenches, going back and forth. What can you tell me about that, if anything?
There's some side chatter that goes on between all the teams. Obviously, you knock somebody down, and might say sweet nothing in his ear, and you get up, move on to the next play, and get back to line of scrimmage.
Taran, you speak on that right there, the chatter there. You're a violent guy yourself up there in the trenches. What was your first reaction when you hear Coach Satterfield say he wants to put the opposing team in a phone booth? How much did that kind of energize you guys before the game?
I think it spoke to the O-line immediately. one of the things we pride ourselves on the O-line is just being violent and moving people off the ball. I think we did a great job with it last week. 260 something rushing yards. I mean, that's an incredible feat for us. We've been passing team at times. We've been a running team at times. So just to kind of put a rushing display on film like that is important to us. Gives us a lot of confidence.
Have you ever actually been in a phone booth?
No, never.
Anybody on the team asked you what a phone booth was?
No, I know what a phone booth is.
You might, but the younger guys might, what the heck's a phone booth?
I don't know. I mean, I reckon somebody's got to be in a phone booth on the team. There's a lot of people, so.
I asked Joe this after the game because there was that play where he kind of pulled in front of Isaiah on that jet sweep. What is your favorite thing to do as a guard? Is it pull? Is it just try to get downhill in the run game? What do you like doing the most?
I love chasing the ball. Personally, I think it's one of the best things I bring to the game. Is just chasing the ball, trying to push piles. I'm not trying to boast for myself, but there's a lot of plays where you'll see me and Dion or me and Gavin, me and Evan, Joe in there too, just pushing piles. And sometimes you get all five of them in a pile. It's just how do you say it? Controlled aggression is what I like to say.
Neil and Dan.
Taran, thinking about back to Saturday after you were watching the game back on film on Sunday, what was more impressive, the play where Brendan scores a touchdown with a good block from Joe there on the left side, or the final touchdown play where he kind of drops the arm angle and finds us in back of the end zone? Was there one that stood out to you a little bit more on the film after watching it down?
I think it was a really elite block by Joe on that rushing touchdown. The guy kind of played back over top, and then he retraced with him, and then made the perfect hole for Swordsby, and it was a great play.
In your first answer, you referred to it as a battle of two blue-collar teams, which sounded like a term of respect from you. Is there something about watching Utah that's really caught your eye and made you respect those guys?
Yeah, I think they run the ball well. I think they play with great effort. Number 90 is a great player. He might not be the most athletic guy, but he works very, very hard. He gets to the ball. He has 9.5 sacks on the season out of just pure effort, I feel like. He's a pretty good athlete, but one of the things that makes him elite is how hard he plays.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, Darren.
Thanks,
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it.